Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my thoughts, and it's also going to be a little bit of a venting process about this all-in-one one-step dryer and how I feel about it and if it's worth it, especially if you have natural 4C hair. It's a cheap imitation, I believe, of Revlon. I feel like cheap imitations are good options when you don't necessarily want to shed a lot of money on a product that you're not certain will even work for you, because once you use it, there's a chance that you can't return it, especially when it comes to like hair products. There's really no way to return it. You get a blow dryer, you put it in your hair, you've applied like grease to it, it's very difficult to clean it, and so you're stuck with it. I also watched the video of Amber, and I'll be putting the link below. She tried like a cheap imitation that actually worked for her hair type, and so that was what kind of motivated me to buy this dryer. I have like zero complaint on how much I spent on this dryer. Zero complaint. This is so this guy, I don't necessarily have any pros. Sadly, I feel like it's mostly cons. I guess one of the main pro is that it didn't necessarily pull out my hair or break my hair as much. I used the high heat on the side and I used low heat on the side. The high heat, in fact, let's start from the beginning of all the cons I have. One, it's incredibly noisy. It doesn't generate a lot of heat, it just generates a lot of noise. And even if it looks really big, like this is gigantic, okay? It's like half my face size, and even though it looks this big, it actually doesn't generate or distribute enough heat to your whole hair. If you take a hair section and you put it on it, it doesn't distribute all the way down. And I'm not even talking about like thick hair section, like I'm talking about something like this. I had to section that, and I had to do it from the downside and the top side. It was a process. So with the high heat, I noticed that it got really hot. I did smell a little bit of a burn. I don't know where it was coming from. It smelled like, you know, wire burning. So I got worried about that. It was also a lot of work just to get it to even achieve any sort of layer of blow drying. My roots are not really done, which sucks. That actually was very annoying. I don't feel like it did what it was supposed to do. I had to run it over and over and over and over and over just to be able to achieve any level of blow drying. And this is all about the high heat, by the way. I haven't even started with the low heat. So I got tired. By the time I was done doing this whole part, my wrist was hurting so bad because I had to keep doing it over and over, and it's so bogus, so you need to put a lot of effort into it, and I just don't think it was worth all that effort, to be honest. And my hair was already reverting. Well, it didn't necessarily blow it out all the way, so the reverting is only natural to occur. It also did not completely dry my hair, hence it reverted really fast. On this part, I tried to use code setting, and that was just nothing to write home about. It did absolutely nothing. It just made a whole lot of sound, and I put it in there and it didn't do anything. So I switched to low heat, and with the low heat, I had to figure out a process because it wasn't really working. I got to understand that with the low heat, you just place it there basically. Like you hold your hair and you put the dryer on top of it and you just wait so that the heat can circulate and it can slowly start to dry, and you wait. It got stuck a lot in my hair every time I tried to comb it, and this is with the low heat. With the high heat, I didn't really notice a lot of stockage. It's not really a word, I'm making that up. So yeah, it didn't get stuck a lot with the high heat, but it got stuck a lot with the low heat. I got tired of doing it also. Right now my neck is sore, my wrist is sore, and my palms are sore. Everything is sore. With how much torture I had to deal with this dryer, I may as well just sit under an old school dryer for like 5 hours. When it said a one-step dryer for all textured hair, maybe it was some texture hair. I just don't think that works for like 4C hair. So that's my thoughts on it. I'm happy to see that it worked for like Amber and for some other people that have made videos on it. However, I think if you have like a 4C hair, you're going to have a lot of problem with this dryer. A lot of problems, not problems. I'm hungry, I haven't eaten all day. I also didn't get a lot of sleep. I've noticed that happens a lot when I don't get a lot of sleep. I slur or I have difficulties pronouncing words. Interesting. This is the end result. I haven't combed it. I just, you know, try to like twist as I blow dry so that it doesn't revert all the way. So like I said, this was with high heat and this is with low heat. And I will tell you right now, the texture is a little different. This is a little softer and this not so much. Like this is a bit thicker and this is a little lighter. So I'm going to start with this side actually. Can you tell the difference? Yeah, you see that? I mean, this one is a little more stretched than that, but even this is not just stretched all the way, but that's okay. But it's much more stretched out than that one. And this is where I use the high heat and this is where I use the low heat. But at this point, if it was a good dryer, I'm perfectly fine with the low heat as compared to putting high heat on my hair. I'm gonna go ahead and comb it out. I'm just gonna comb it a little bit because I don't want to do a lot. I'm supposed to braid my hair, so trying to take it easy. So I can't comb my roots right now, and I'm kind of mad about that. Oh my god, it did not do anything at all. Ow. Ow! Yeah, I'm actually gonna attempt to comb it. Okay, I'm done. I think I'm done for now. How did this thing help me? How did this help me? So this is the end result. So my roots hurt a lot. I don't know how this was supposed to be helpful for me. This dryer did not do anything for the roots, and this is the part where I use the low heat. This is the part where I use the high heat. But the whole roots down there, it's a whole different ball game. It hurt so much to comb in there. I couldn't even successfully comb all of it. I honestly don't think it's worth it to even buy it because it just doesn't work for my hair. and it's not that it doesn't work, it's just way too much work to achieve a blowout that is not even like fully successful. Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's my thoughts on the Imitation brand of the One Step blow dryer, and that's the result on my hair. Again, I use the high heat on this section and I use the low heat on this section, and yeah, I just don't think I'm going to use it again. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think spending over an hour just to try to achieve a blowout and not achieve a successful blowout is worth the time, energy, or investment. But that's just my 2 cents. I think this will work if you have like fine hair, or if you have different textures, maybe it will work for you. And again, the lady I saw, she has a different texture and it worked for her, but it just doesn't work for me. I thought it was way too much time. I thought with the high heat bringing like a burn smell on just doing half of my hair, it's not worth risking to do the whole head and getting a burn somewhere, or I don't know. With all the fire going on in LA, the last thing I want to do is generate any level of fire situation, I guess. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!